The first match of the night, Tatum and Lizzy versus Nikkita and Zarya. Lizzy and Tatum showed good chemistry together in the ring. Zarya ends up leaving Nikkita at a crucial moment when she went for a tag. Lizzy pins Nikkita for the win. I thought the match was good. I am enjoying what they're doing with Zarya. I need to see a little bit more from both Lizzy and Nikkita. So later on in the night, we cut backstage with Lizzy and Tatum talking about the match they just had. Tatum pretty much gives Lizzy a title shot next week. Shiloh pops in and says, "Hey, how y'all doing?" and everything. They respond back in kind. Shiloh asked them about the sheep porter slash beauty pageant guy. Lizzy says she knows him from back home. And then Tatum ponders, who would Mr. NXT be if he's Mr. England? Shiloh says himself. Tristan Angels comes in and says, "No, you wouldn't. You're missing it. How? You're missing a tooth." Shiloh says, "Well, some people say my smile lights up a room." Tristan laughs and says when he has his match, he'll show everyone in the NXT universe why he belongs here. So then we go into the second match of the night, Lince Dorado versus Naraku. This is Naraku's debut match. It was a good match, my first time seeing a match by Naraku, formerly known as Evil. Fairly aggressive style mixed in with some grit he put on display. The finisher, if it's enter the abyss or step into the abyss, nice finisher. It reminded me of like a rock bottom, but with just more impact. Also, real quick, I just want to talk about that man's entrance. That Sheamuson, I'm pretty sure it was a Sheamuson. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but that Sheamuson in the beginning, leading into the that heavy, I ain't even gonna call it heavy metal, that rock guitar riffs and shit, insane. He reminded me of a Japanese Undertaker. That's what that entrance felt like. It felt like seeing like the Undertaker's entrance for the first time as a kid with the bells. Instead, he don't have bells. He has the same. I love it. So we head into the 6-man tag match. Prior to the match, we're backstage in the men's locker room with EK Prosper, Sean Legacy, and Tate Wilder as they get ready for their match. Sean Legacy tells Tate, "Hey, listen, when you get out there, you just gotta know where your spot is. Pretty much don't go overboard." DBD comes in, Dorian Van Ducks. He's on injury, but he's excited for when he returns, and Sean says, "Look, as a guy that came back from injury, trust me, you're gonna be fine, but just take it easy." So then we head into the match. Crazy match. Birthright was in rare form, surprisingly. EK took a few crazy bumps. Tate went into business for himself towards the end of the match and got pinned by Uriah Connor. After the match, Wilder is backstage and he's talking to Rob Stone because he wants another match. Then Keanu comes in. Rob is like, "All right, you want opportunity? How about this? You versus Keanu next week." And Tate Wilder says, "All right, I'm with it." I want to say this. Not bad because it's Tate Wilder's debut match. Not too bad because he was on fire. He did not tag his team in the way he was supposed to during those crucial moments. I might need to see a little bit more from him. That's about it. Uriah Connors looked good during this match. Stacks looked. It wasn't his best match, but he didn't look horrible. Charlie, on the other hand, Charlie Dempsey looked like gravy. He was moving. He was hitting a lot of those good technical moves. This might have been Uriah Connor's best match so far that I've seen. Yeah, this might have been one of Uriah Connor's best matches I've seen so far on TV. Real quick, not to take up too much time on this match, but what was stopping EK Prosper and Sean Legacy from breaking up that 3 count? Like what? Was it Danhausen is not on NXT? Like what was that? Next match, Jackson Drake versus Supernova 11, Noam Dar. Before the match, we're backstage in the men's locker room as Noam is preparing for his return match. Romeo Moreno is there backstage with him, the guy that likes to paint from not NXT, from Evolve. He's watching one of his old matches from Battleground when he wrestled Dragon Lee for the Heritage Cup. That was a good match. Noam says he's not sure if he's that guy anymore. Then he goes out for his match. Jackson Drake, he enters Micah, I think they call her Lockwood, or is it Lockwood or Rockwood? But she's carrying him out on her shoulders as she's walking out to the ring. Excellent return match for Noam. Felt like I was watching him when he had Metaphor, when it was him, Oro, Lash, and Jakara. Shenanigans ensue. Noam Dar, he loses by pinfall. The shenanigans being Micah Lockwood. Crazy stuff, crazy stuff. After the match, Dark State pops out and they challenge the current NXT Tag Team Champions, Vanity Project. That's Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes. I remembered the blonde dude's name. Essentially, Dark State saying that they never got their rematch and they just beat Hank and Tank, and they want their titles back. So next week is going to be Dark State versus the Vanity Project, but the two Dark State members that's going to be participating in the tag match was the twist. It's not going to be Jake Cutler and Osiris. It's going to be Dion and Sugars. This is possibly going to be the make and break moment for this group. Whether they stay together or they break up after this match. But they could still break up even if they win, which is the crazy part when you think about it. But I could also see them breaking up and then Noam building a new metaphor with them. I could see that happening. I would love to see it happen from to form like a new faction in NXT and have a nice little return, because he's good. I was really surprised. Wow, he hit the ankle lock on Buddy after he ducked underneath him. I watched that thing at least 10 times. It was smooth. It was smooth. It was like that leg. His Jackson's Drake leg was like a part of his body and he was just reattaching it back. It was a good match. This match and the Lince Dorado versus Naraku match, those two matches outside of the main event was the standout matches of the night. Either of those two matches could have been a main event on any other Tuesday. Easily. Not so much. I don't know why I was not feeling the tag matches, like the Tatum and Liz, and I love 3 out of the 4 of those women that were there. Lizzy just got there, so I can't really say, they got time. EK, Sean Legacy, and Tate Wilder versus Birthright. I'm not big on Uriah Connors. I like Charlie. EK, Prosper, Sean Legacy, and Tate Wilder, they're all fairly new to me, even though Sean Legacy's popped up. Yeah, Sean Legacy, then EK. But I've seen Sean Legacy on Evolve. I've seen him wrestle on Evolve. I've also seen. I just don't get. I don't know. I probably just need to see more from him. Main event: Kendall Gray versus Kelani. Outstanding match by both of them. A lot of crazy spots, a lot of good moves on display, and a whole lot of athletic ability just oozing throughout this whole match. I didn't have any doubts about it being the main event. I knew it was going to hold strong. I was just caught off guard by the return match of Noam, the debut match of Naraku. Shenanigans ensued due to earlier in the night, Lola went ahead and spoke with Kendall and Rant. Rant, she is on crutches due to Kelani doing what she did to her leg. Lola says hello. She says hola Rand and Kendall, and they both at the same time say hola Lola, which is hilarious. But Ren didn't want to be out there tonight because she didn't want their friendship to turn into Zarya and Soul. She didn't want to be a hindrance. She also did not want to be a distraction, most importantly. But she ends up coming out. Also, Izzy cuts a promo backstage with the calling, and she's speaking with Nico and Sean. I need to stop saying "and" so much. Nico, he's glazing Izzy, saying that, pretty much saying she's really smart, strategic, and none of the women in the division has her type of, he didn't say this, but Batman-esque preparations, right? Then we go into the match when the shenanigans ensue. Izzy attacked Lola backstage while Lola was watching the match. And that fight led out into entranceway during that whole commotion. Ren, she gets knocked down while she's watching and supporting her friend Kendall. Kendall and Kelani were up on the top turnbuckle, so perfect view for Kendall to see what happened to Rant. She got distracted. Kelani took advantage of it, capitalized, and got the win. She never took her eyes off the ball until after the match, so she secured the victory. So Mason Rook contract signing. This happened early in the night, but I figured I'd save this part for last and cover all the matches first. Before he gets in the ring and signs the contract, Rob Stone's already in the ring. He has security around the ring because he's attacked Tony D. Was like 2 times back-to-back weeks. Didn't matter what was going on. He attacked him after the match. But before he does all that, cuts a promo explaining who and what he is. Mason Rook, a flying tank, essentially. He's been all around the world as well. Before he's about to sign the contract, Tony D'Angelo, he comes out and Rob is like, no, please, Tony, no, not right now. But he tells Rob he's not going to touch him. He just wants to talk. He goes on to say he understands attacking him once, but not twice. And he doesn't care if he's big or bad. In comes Cam Hendricks attacking Tony. During that altercation between Hendricks and Tony fighting, because there's already security out there. They come out and they try to break up the commotion. Mason Rook takes advantage and he does a backflip off the top turnbuckle and knocks everybody out, goes into the ring and signs a contract. But while he's signing the contract, Rob is telling him, this is not how we do things. We didn't even sign the contract yet, but he's signing it. So then later on in the night, backstage, we find out Mason Rook and Cam Hendricks are going to be in a tag match against Tony D'Angelo and Miles Bourne. Miles broke the news earlier to Tavion. I don't know if I have the screenshots for that, but he tells him about there being a tag match that essentially Tavion's not going to be included in. He's clearly upset, as he should be. I'd be upset too, but it is what it is. So with that tag match, I'm going to assume if Mason pins Tony, he's going to get a title shot. If Cam pins either Tony or Miles Bourne, he'll get a title shot. But I'm pretty sure Mason Rook might be going for Tony, or it might be a whole fake out and he might try to pin Miles. We will just have to wait and see. Couple quick announcements before I end the video. I plan on doing a couple live streams, and not in the coming weeks, but during the coming weeks. I'm either gonna be playing Path of Exile 2, Invincible versus 2K26, WWE 2K26, not NBA or any of the other ones. WWE 2K. And Yakuza Pirate in Hawaii. The Yakuza game with the pirates in Hawaii, pretty much. Because I have to finish the story on that one, and I have to finish the My Rise stories for the 2K. I would like to start a new role and check out these new updates that's going on in Path of Exile 2 before the new update drops. Invincible versus because I got it and I've been playing it. If you enjoyed the video, real quick, I apologize for the background noise. If y'all hear it and my mic picks it up, they're doing I live out in the city, I'll be honest with you, and they're doing construction on the sidewalk. But if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Definitely, please subscribe. Trying to hit 1,000. Thank you for your time.